My live. This is Adani, and I am back with another reading today. Um, Today's reading is gonna be, I'm not gonna be on here very long, so let's go ahead and get started, okay? I'm going to pull from my healing deck, see what messages wants to come through for the collective. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Thursday. Those that are still in Thursday, some of you all in another country already enjoying your Friday. So let's see what healing cards wants to come through. This is going to be a very short session today. I'm not going to be here long at all. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards from the healing deck, and then we can, if there's anyone here for some questions, I will be glad to answer. And if not, we'll wrap it up. Okay, what messages do you have for the collective spirit? Okay, need to know. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Well, come on in. Good to see you. Come on in. Hello, hello. First card I have is selling out. So this is given the energy of someone that, you know, you trusted someone. You went through a lot where someone you trusted really betrayed you. They literally sold you out, right? They left you just almost scrambling for your life back again. You know, you had to literally, fight to regain your strength again after whatever that happened, okay? It's almost like you had to literally survive, try to survive to get back on your feet. That's how, this person left you for, with nothing. And in this picture, you can see that she literally she was starving, hungry, because this person left her out in the wilderness, just left her hanging to the point where she had to eat a live bird to survive, you know, where you are stranded and you're, some of those movies where they're stuck on a plane and they literally have to start eating, whatever's available to survive. So this is just pretty much metaphorical, but it's pretty much saying that you've already been through everything that could possibly happen and you've survived that. So there's nothing that you cannot, you know, get through. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So everything that you've gone through has now built you up to be the strongest version of yourself. Letting go. So, I mean, it's difficult to do, but I feel like you're letting go. You're also letting go of old traditional beliefs for some of you, old way of thinking. You're letting go of probably a group that you were dealing with because you can see all these people, these in cloaks in the background. They symbolize like letting go of old patterns of your life, letting go of old cliques, old friends, circles, things like that, people that you used to connect with. And you're now embracing a new way of thinking. You're seeing things in a whole different way, and you're now releasing the past that used to enjoy being a part of the, you know, where everyone is doing the same thing, everyone is following and dancing at the same beat. So you're no longer like trying to conform, right? You're no longer trying to conform. You're now trying to embrace who you really are as a person, your authentic self, right? You're getting to know yourself. You're probably learning a new, this symbolizes knowledge, ancient knowledge, okay? You're learning ancient knowledge. Maybe letting go of, whatever you grew up knowing, or, whatever your family traditions were, or, beliefs were, okay? You're also letting go of that victim consciousness. This happened to me, that happened to me. You're no longer, in that energy anymore. You have now awakened to why certain things happen to you. You've embraced that. You see, she has an eye on her third eye there. So you've awakened, yourself to the shadow side of yourself, right? The shadow side. You've embraced those things that people said, oh, you're too emotional. Oh, you're this, you're that. Those are now your superpowers. You've embraced that. You wear it like a crown. You've accepted it, right? You've accepted it. Embracing, your true self and accepting yourself for who you are, seeing the beauty of yourself and not relying on what, others see you, or how others want to see you. So that's a message that I'm getting for, there's someone here that needed to hear that message. And kudos to you for stepping into your power and embracing, who you were meant to be. Okay. So let's start with the questions, because like I said, this is going to be a short one tonight. You're moving this. Okay. All right. Do we have any questions already?
Yes.
Let's get started.
Sophia asks, will she buy a house in June 2025?
As in June, as in a few days from now?
Yes. Maybe she's already looking.
June, as in Monday?
June. Right.
Okay. Okay. Divine Spirit. Will Sophia... Sophia or Sophie?
Sophia.
Sophia. Will Sophia buy a house this June? Give me a yes or no. Give me a yes or no, Spirit. Will Sophia buy a house this June? Sophia buy a house this June. Okay, so the first card I got has a no on it, okay, with a Tower card. So Tower card means like sudden change, unexpected change. So maybe something's going to happen like all of a sudden that's not going to let you do it in June, okay? But you're still going to do it this year, okay? But June, maybe there's something that's going to just happen all of a sudden, like some type of loss, okay? To where you might need to wait a little bit, okay? But I feel like Three of Cups, let me see what time in Three of Cups will give me. July. Three of Cups is July 2nd to July 11th. Okay? So you got Three of Cups and Two of Cups. So we're looking at June 21 to July 1st for the Two of Cups. And Three of Cups is July 2nd to July 11th. So June, something might happen, okay? All of a sudden, you see those two cards. I don't know what that's going to be, but it's going to be some type of like, you know, situation that comes up unexpectedly that might delay your plans a little bit, okay? But not for long. July, I see you celebrating, okay? Gathering, celebrating with your partner because you're not buying this house alone, okay? And then there's the house that you buy, okay? So it's looking more, it's gonna be more in the Cancer season, like June 21 all the way to July 11 is when you're going to probably get the house, okay? Now this unexpected shocking thing could be that the house you wanted, somebody else takes the contract or something. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Or, maybe the loan fell through because they're falling out of this tower, right? Maybe the loan fell through or something like that. But during Cancer season, there's something that's going to happen to where it's going to end up being a go. And you guys will celebrate, you and your partner, and then move in. Next question.
Okay, Tamara, thank you for the gift.
Thanks, Tamara.
She asks, will she talk to Justin again?
Divine Spirit, will Tamara talk to Justin again? 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 Yes, with the Seven of Pentacles. You will talk to Justin again. You also have the Justice card underneath that says yes. So you will, it's going to take a little time though. Maybe around Libra season, that's October. But you will talk to him again. Or he could be a Libra, or you have Libra somewhere in your chart. But you will talk to him again. There's a slight waiting period, okay? But you will. Next question.
Jane Doe wants to know if her and Ethan will reconcile soon.
Thank you for the gift.
Thanks for the gift. Will Jane Doe and Ethan reconcile soon? 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 You got no with the Five of Wands. So there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of conflict still going on between you and Ethan. You see the battles. You see that's arguments, disagreements, and all of that stuff, okay? So no, you will not reconcile soon. They're still kind of like keeping you out of their heart. They're not letting you in right now, okay? So that's the answer to your question.
Nevaeh. Thanks for the donut, Bridget.
Thank you.
Nevaeh wants to know if Nathan will think about her during their separation.
Nevaeh?
Yes.
Will Nathan think about Nevaeh? Will Nathan think about Nevaeh during their separation? Will Nathan think about Nevaeh during separation? Will Nathan think about Nevaeh during separation? Will Nathan think about Nevaeh? Yes, he will. You see the yes? Not only is he going to be thinking about you, he's going to be low-key stalking. When I mean stalking, I don't mean like following you around, but there's so many ways to stalk now with the internet, social media, watching your posts, whatever you post, pictures or whatever. If you all follow each other or have mutual friends, they could watch you through that. They can also ask people that oh, have you seen, get the tea on you, find out whatever you're doing. So they're going to still keep tabs on you. Next question.
Bridget wants to know how her past life is affecting her now.
Is this Bridget that just asked the question? A different Bridget? Okay.
Sent a donut.
Bridget sent a gift. Brigitte.
Oh, Brigitte. Okay. So you want a past life?
Yes. How her past life is affecting her now.
Okay, so let's do that. This is for Brigitte.
Brigitte.
Brigitte. I love that name. Are you French? Mademoiselle Brigitte. Okay. Divine Spirit. How? Give us a past life reading for Brigitte.
She says she is French.
Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh la la. Okay. Show us a past life for Brigitte and let us know how that past life, the most significant past life that is affecting this life. Show us the most significant past life that is affecting this life. Show us the most significant past life that is affecting her life now. Ooh, first card you have is a karmic relationship. Okay? So this is someone, and I'm trying to make it to where everybody sees it. I apologize for the light here. Okay? So you were in a karmic relationship. This is somebody that, you know, you were in love with, but they had to leave. They left you. Okay? They might have left to war. Okay? And you waited for them. You waited for them. This is someone that would just come and go until they finally left and never came back. Okay? So you might be experiencing that same type of energy in this life where, you know, you're in a relationship, you really love somebody. Thank you guys. You really love someone, and then all of a sudden, you know, something happens to where, you know, they leave, you know, and then they come back. They're in and out of your life. It's that same energy that you had from a past life that's causing that. Okay? You have the Atlantis card. So this is given like really deep, you know, a past life where, you know, you had like deep emotions, like you were going through like some deep emotional issues in a past life. So if you notice yourself that you're really emotional, you're very like, you know, you're connected to water or something like that. Thank you. You know, that's from past life. I feel like you and this partner that you had were like these two dolphins. There was this connection that you had with them that was very deep and loving, you know. So you never really understood why they never came back. It's possible that they did not, you know, they died. They could have died in the ocean, you know, during the war, because, you know, this person is they're boarding a plane, a military plane. So it's almost given like this person might have been, you know, shot down and probably fell in the ocean, and you never heard from them again. You never got any clues. So there's always that like abandonment type of thing where you love someone and, you know, you never heard from them again. So you have that wound from a past life, right? So it's also given that you've also met this person now in this life in some type of way. You know, y'all might not know that there was a past life connection, but you definitely met them in this life. Okay? And in a past life, you could have lived on a farm. So if you notice that you do like country type living, or, you know, going outdoors and doing stuff like that, those energies are from a past life. Okay? After this person disappeared from your life, you had a hard time like finding love again. You know, you were very bitter, you were very sad, you know, you lost all hope in love, and you just lived your life, you know, you weren't able to, you know, connect with anyone after that. So you decided to become a high priestess. So you could have had a past life as a high priestess and dedicated the rest of your life to, you know, serving like you know, the gods and, you know, performing rituals to help people and things of that nature. So if you notice that you're attracted to anything spiritual, that could have something to do with a past life. These are just the energies that is still in your DNA that you know you still have till today. Now you also have this self-esteem issue that you carried over from a past life because you didn't find yourself attractive. That could have something to do with you now and in this life. If you notice that you're always, you know, feeling like you're not beautiful and things like that, even though people tell you, oh, you're beautiful, and you, when you look in the mirror, you don't see that. That was from a past life due to when you lost that love, you were not able to, you know, see yourself with anyone else, and you just refuse to, you know, make yourself look beautiful. You wouldn't wear makeup. You would just, you know, dress in long, you know, very unattractive ways to deter people from, you know, falling in love with you. So that energy came into this life. And what you need to do to cancel that out is you probably need to now work very hard with your feminine energy. Utilize the energies of Venus on Fridays. Wear dresses, dress up, wear bright colors, you know, wear high heels, just anything that's going to make you feel, you know, really, really like beautiful, and tap into that beauty energy, okay? Because it's in you. You just have to embrace it. So that's your reading.
Nevaeh sent 2 donuts, so we're gonna answer 2 of her questions.
Brigitte says thank you,
You're welcome, Brigitte.
and that it resonated with her.
Wow. Okay. Okay. What's the question?
So she wants to know if after her date with Nathan, will he regret that they had to end their relationship, and will he end up regretting making the choice that he chose?
Okay, hold on. So, give me the first question again. After the dates,
After their date, will Nathan regret Will Nathan regret that they had to end their relationship?
okay, so they went on a date. Were they in a relationship? That's not making sense to me. Okay, so it's given that Nathan left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to know if Nathan's gonna regret leaving.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm asking. Divine Spirit, is Nathan gonna regret leaving? What's her name?
Nevaeh.
Lavea?
Nevaeh.
Nevaeh. Okay. Divine Spirit, is Nathan gonna regret leaving Nevaeh after their relationship? Is Nathan gonna regret that decision, Spirit? Is Nathan gonna regret that decision? Ooh. This says, is she on TikTok or YouTube?
TikTok.
Okay. Nevaeh, it says no. Over here, it says no. Okay. So it's almost given like there's conflict here. He also has the 7 of Swords, which is a liar, deceitful person. Okay. So he's dealing with a lot of people right now. So he's just one of those type of people that likes to, and it says making a break for it. So he likes to come in and sneak out of your life. Okay. So it's not given that he's gonna regret it, because this is just what he does. Him stealing these swords is pretty much the women, the people that, you know, he comes in their lives and, you know, just he plays games. He plays games with people, right? So this is just something that he does. He leaves a trail of victims. Okay? He leaves a trail of victims. These are all the swords that he steals and then he sneaks out of your life. So no, he's not going to regret it, because that's the type of person he is. Okay? Next question.
So we're gonna take a YouTube question.
Okay.
Shweta asks, what are Basant's current feelings?
Okay. Let's take the questions in order of, you're taking them in order?
Yeah,
Okay.
from the beginning.
Okay. Bazant, Okay, Divine Spirit, what is Bazan's current feelings for Sveta? What is Bazan's current feelings for Sveta? What is Bazan's current feelings for Sveta? King of Pentacles. So he's it's given that he likes you a lot, and you got the Ace of Cups under the deck. So he really likes you. He's into you. Okay? He's really feeling you. He wants a new beginning. He's interested in a new romance with you if you're willing. And he, the King of Pentacles is someone that's very grounded, right? They're not like a person that's in and out. They don't take risks before they even decide on something. They've taken their time to analyze everything. They're gonna make sure that they've checked you out and thought it through. And he really wants to go forward if you're open to it. Next question.
Tamara, our big gifter, she sent another donut, and her question is, well, she's feeling like a secret. Will she come to the light soon?
Repeat that question again. What's going on? Read the question clearly, please, because I didn't get that at all.
I'm gonna say it word for word, verbatim. I feel like I'm a secret. Will it come to light soon?
Okay, now I understand. I'm sorry about that, Tamara. Okay, Divine Spirit. Let's find out if you're a secret, first of all. Is Tamara a secret? Is she a secret? Is she a secret? Is she a secret? Yes, you are. You're a secret. You see the yes on the thing, okay? And that's the truth. You see the truth? It's written truth on the top. Okay? Your secret, this King of Swords is really, they want to offer you this cup of love. But with the Death card, there's going to be an ending, okay? There's definitely going to be an ending. This person is married. You're dealing with someone that is married, okay? You're dealing with somebody that's married. So I feel like something is about to transform. So I don't know you're going to get to a point where you decide to just move on from this, because I do see an ending, okay? I see the Death card, so that means this situation is not going to last. It's going to definitely end, and you're going to move on, okay? This person is married. He's married to the Empress. She could even be pregnant, right? She can even be pregnant. So they're not going to leave this situation, but I do see you moving on at some point, because you're not going to be satisfied with that, okay? So there is an ending to that relationship at some point. Next question.
And you're a beautiful woman, Tamara, I can see, so don't be anyone's secret.
Don't be no secret, honey. Join my love ritual on Friday. Get your own man. We'll get you a man. We'll get you your own. You don't have to be nobody's secret.
Period.
We've gotten people married.
I'm telling you,
Matchmaker.
I've gotten people married. So, keep that in mind. Next question.
Chanley on YouTube asks, what messages do her spirit guides have for her?
Chanley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's pull you some.
Tamara says thank you.
You're welcome, my love. Messages from the spirit guides. So, I guess I can do the angel cards. We'll get some angel messages for you, okay? Let's see what messages your spirit guides or angels have for you. Where's my life purpose cards? Oh. Okay. Which angels have a message for Shanley? Which angels have a message for Shanley? Yeah, thank you. Which angels have a message for Shanley? Ooh, that one jumped out. You got Celeste. It says a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. The movement will usher in positive new energy. So I don't know if you were trying to change jobs or if you're trying to move, but there's a happy new move to a home or a new place of work in the works for you, okay?
Okay.
You're moving in a new direction. You got Desiree. She says, no, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. So, for it to come next to this one, a happy move. I don't know if you're trying, if you were thinking about moving or something like that, or making any changes. They want you to hold on for now. They want you to hold on for now and look into something um, a little further, okay? I also have Isaiah at the bottom of the deck here, and it says it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. And there's a pregnant woman here, so
Maybe it's talking about like planning.
so pregnant doesn't necessarily mean pregnant with a baby, okay? But it could also be pregnant with some type of like creative ideas and some or project that you're trying to embark on. I don't know if you're into like something to do with real estate or something you do for work. Maybe there's some project that you're trying to do. They want you to hold off a little bit right now and look into something. They're trying to help guide you, and it's almost time for you to give birth to those new ideas and just have a little patience as they perfect everything. Okay, I'm gonna give you a life purpose card. Travel. So it says your life purpose involves travel. So I don't know if you're interested in traveling or something like that. Spirit wants you to just maybe look into this situation or wherever you're going a little deeper, and just to make sure that you've explored all the options available for you. You also have crystals. So it says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So maybe using crystals can help you have more clarity. Okay, there's a lot of purple, so that could be like amethyst. Maybe sleeping with one under your pillow or using one when you're meditating will help you hear better from your guides. Okay, there is some type of creative idea that you have within you that you can actually do, and it can actually be very successful. Okay, but there's something you need to look a little. You see this picture is very blurry and not clear, so you need more clarity, which the crystals will help you so you can see clearly, so you can make sure that you're making the right move, because there's some type of movement that's coming very soon for you. Okay, you do have travel in the cards for you. Okay, there's something that involves traveling, and also I see you connecting through the internet to people around the world. There's something you're going to be doing where you're going to connect through maybe a website or something. There's something you can actually create, or maybe you've thought about doing something. So they want you to look into something else. There's something you're missing with that. Maybe make sure you're reading everything, and you have all the information that's going to protect your interest in place before you launch it. So that's what I'm getting.
Nandini asks,
Hi, Nandini.
right, one of our favorites, what her relationship with SA was like in a past life.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I got 15 more minutes, then I'm going to jump off. Divine Spirit, show us a past life reading for Nandini and SA. What do you want us to know about Nandini and SA's past life? Did they have a past life together? Did they have a past life together? Show us that life. What do you want her to know? What do you want her to know that could be affecting this life? Anthony and Essay. I keep seeing love life. The love life card keeps showing itself. Hmm. Oh, okay. So Essay could have been a warrior in a past life or some type of like, y'all could have had a past life during the medieval time. And he was like one of those warriors or, maybe for the king or something. You also got the high priestess or high priest card, okay? And baby. So this is given that, he was probably one of the guards of some type of temple where you were a high priestess at. Back in that time when they were the kings and the, royalty, they always had a high priestess that they consult for like wars and things like that. And they really believed in like magic and things like that back then. In fact, back then, before Christianity came into place, it was the paganism and the priests and the high priestess and things like that that were really like advising, the kings and the way they run the world, the countries and kingdoms. So pretty much he was one of the either the warriors or something, and you were the high priestess to the throne, to the king. So for some weird reason, you all got into a relationship, a secret relationship, because that would be a taboo, okay? And it had to be hidden, okay? It had to be something that you all could not bring to the public. But there was a baby, you got pregnant. And getting pregnant, it's given like it was a situation that you had to hide. So I'm getting that this baby that you and SA had, you all concealed the baby and left. This sounds weird, but this is what I'm getting. You took the baby, wrapped him up, put him in a basket, and left him somewhere in a village where you knew someone was going to take the baby in and take care of the baby, because you could not risk, you could get beheaded or something like that if because there was a vow of, chastity or something like that that you had at that time. So due to this secretive relationship, and there was a child, okay? And I believe that in this life, this child has already come back to you, maybe in the form of like a sister or a brother, or even your parent could have been this baby that came back into your life, because there's karma to be fulfilled. So if you notice that in this life, you and SA, or like your relationship can never like be out in the open, or they're not coming forward, because even here he's wearing a mask. It's almost like a hidden relationship. They hide you, kind of thing. It's like that energy of a past life, and y'all are supposed to fulfill that karma where he needs to make this relationship official. And if he's not doing that, he's not satisfying that karma. There was something to do with money. So something might have happened where, money was exchanged for something. It's given that you left a bag of money in the baby's basket for them to take care of this baby with. Okay? So there was a child between you and SA, but you were not able to, care for it. You had to leave the child somewhere, but whoever that took the child took good care of the child. Okay, they took very good. The child was in the hands of someone reliable, and you and SA were never able to have a relationship or be together, and that's probably the same energy that y'all have in this life. It's due to a past life. Okay. Next reading. Next question. Sorry.
Great. On YouTube, Stephanie asks what's going to happen next for her. Stephania. What's going to happen next for her in love?
Okay. Divine Spirit. Ooh. Divine Spirit, what's going to happen for Stephanie in love? What's next in love for Stephanie? What's next in love for Stephanie? What's next in love for Stephanie? What's next in love? What's next in love for Stephanie? Past life readings always like come with a lot of energy. Like after I do it, I feel very drained.
They're
Okay.
so heavy.
Very heavy. All right, Divine Spirit, what's next for Stephanie? I think one day I'll just come out and just do nothing but past life readings that day.
Yeah.
What's next in love for Stephanie? What's next in love for Stephanie? What's next in love for Stephanie? Well, what's next in love for you is I feel like the next relationship you're going to get into is going to be a situation that is going to be a bit like overwhelming for you. You know, it's going to be, dating comes with a lot of responsibilities. I mean, you have to show up to that relationship, right? And you've been on this, and I don't know why I pulled two of these cards at the same time. You've been on a break for a while to where, it's like, you're just enjoying your peace. And then all of a sudden, you got this serious relationship. I mean, then what's next for you in love is someone that's just gonna like, they're gonna want to wife you like right away. Like you're it's just gonna be overwhelming because this is given a very overwhelming energy, right? This person is gonna watch you, follow you, just Six of Pentacles. They're going to want to spoil you, give you, show up at your job with your favorite latte or coffee or something. They're just going to be just all over you and you not used to that. So it's going to be like, oh, he's here again. Or, it's just going to be a whole lot. But this is someone that loves you. And see, it says love here. This is like marriage, love, and celebration. So it's going to be just like boom, 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 so fast. It's almost like, okay, the wedding came before the, wedding, love, and then the friendship comes last. Usually you becomes friends first. So they're just going to want to rush you right into, because they're not going to want to let you go. They're going to want to hold on to you really tight. So that's what's coming next for you in love. Someone that's going to want to just like make you theirs immediately. They're not going to waste any time. Okay? They're going to see you as the full package, like this is mine. This is mine. Very possessive. Okay? Next question.
Nandini says, thank you so much.
You're
my
welcome.
aunt."
You're welcome, Nandini. An aunt, that's cute.
Um,
Next question.
Nana,
We got how many minutes?
we're about to get off.
Okay.
Bon wants to know if Sakar wants to break up.
Bon?
Yes.
Okay. Divine Spirit, does Sakar want to break up with Bon? Does Sakar want to break up with Bon? Does Sakar want to break up with Bon? Does Sakar want to break up with Bon?
You're welcome, Stefania.
You're welcome. It says no, but they're walking away, okay? So, do they want to break up? No, but it's given like they want to like whatever emotional stress or trauma that you guys are going through, they want to walk away from that. They don't want the whatever emotional problems that you guys are having. This person walks away from stress. They don't like to face like battles. They're the type of person that if you're in a relationship with them and there's arguments, they're going to run from the argument. They're not going to want to talk it out. You know how people talk it out. But anyway, they're not gonna leave because they got the chariot card. They're coming towards you. So this person is definitely gonna stay and want to overcome whatever obstacles that y'all have. It is fated because we got the Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny. This is your destined person. You also have the Queen of Wands. So she's a very confident and beautiful and attractive woman. So they just need a little break from whatever issues that y'all have. Just give her a little space, and then you will see her start moving towards you, and things will start working out. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing.
Okay. Chicho asks for any messages from their guides, and that will be our last question for today.
Okay. Divine Spirit, what messages do you have for Chicho?
You're welcome, Bon.
You're welcome, Bon. What messages does Chicho's guides have for him? 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 The Hermit, the Emperor. Okay. So your guides definitely want you to try to find a way to balance, to maintain balance with work and also your personal life, okay? Because you're the type that pours yourself in your work. Your guides also help you a lot. Like when you're focused on something, they're usually there. When you're trying to fix something and then you'll just find the solution, it's actually your guide that, gave you that solution. They're always there helping you, right? Even when things seems a bit like unbalanced and crazy, you're trying to meet deadlines and get things done. They're the ones that's always there helping you. There's a very deep connection that you have with your guide. Very, very deep connection. There's also a new love that they're bringing into your life, okay? This is after a period of you walked away from a relationship. There's a new relationship that's coming towards you. You've been single with the Hermit card, right? You've used this time to acquire knowledge, wisdom. You've gone with them. You've also received an enlightenment. They want you to know that you have leveled up, advanced yourself, ascended, in your spirituality. You've gone through some type of awakening, because I'm drawn to the fire and then the light. So you're kind of like some type of light worker. You have a purpose that you're here to do, okay? They also want you to be a light to others. There's something that you're supposed to be showing people or teaching people, and they're going to give you that information. They want you to, you're the Emperor. So it's almost given like you're being remember I said that you're here to teach people things. You're an enlightened, you're a light bearer. So here you see he's carrying the sword. And I feel like there's something that you're going to be doing, that you're going to reach out and help people around the world, because he's holding the world. The sword symbolizes communication. So there's some type of it's where you work for yourself. Okay, you're doing something where you're your own boss. It's a leadership role, and you're going to be helping people communicate things or build things or teaching them things, giving seminars, kind of like a mentor. There's a career that they're preparing you for, and you're already at that place where you have the skills, the mindset, the enlightenment the knowledge. There's things that you're gonna find that you know. You just know it. Okay. Um, and they want you to know that they're protecting you along the way, that they're not going to let any harm or any negativity come to you. I feel like you've already gone through certain type of situations in your life where, you know, people have thrown negativity at you, and your guides, they're like warriors. They fight those off. So you're definitely guarded and protected always, right? You might not know how it happens, but you're always like, you find yourself, you know, in a very comfortable situation. You always have everything you need, and now they're going to bring you love. This could also be this new venture that you're going to be doing. You're going to be so passionate. You're going to love what you do so much. It's a gift from the universe, from your guides, okay? So you're about to embark on a journey. It's going to take you to where you touch people from all over the world, different nationalities. You're going to meet different people and teach them something. There's something that you could teach, okay? There's a skill that you're going to be able to teach, and they're going to be there with you, protecting you, guarding you, and keeping you safe, because you're here for a purpose. You're here to serve a purpose. Okay, so they want you to stop to find a way to balance, okay, your spirituality and your mundane life. You need to make sure you're taking out time to meditate. Okay, you need to schedule yourself. Make sure you're meditating, you're, you know, reading, acquiring knowledge, as well as, you know, doing whatever you do for your normal life, because that's going to build you up to this new position that they're preparing you for. Okay, so that is your reading. And this comes to the end of our reading for tonight. Thank you, everyone that came out. I appreciate it. Please like the live, subscribe, give me a follow if you haven't. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. It's Friday. And I'm looking forward to hanging out tomorrow night. Okay? Much love. Bye-bye.